Did you know that a single component as small as a finger can reduce your car's power by 25% and increase fuel consumption by 20%? That is the MAP sensor. When it gets dirty, the vehicle will vibrate, struggle to start, and the check engine light will glow brightly. But stop right there. Every year, thousands of people clean their sensors at home and personally kill their own engines. Because of just a few sprays of the wrong chemical or excessive pressure, the delicate silicon diaphragm inside will be torn apart. You think you are helping the car breathe easier, but in reality, you are causing permanent damage. Before you spray another drop of any solution, watch this video. I will show you a professional zero-risk cleaning process, the deadly mistakes that 90% of amateur mechanics make, and a small tip to keep the system airtight. If you want to save thousands of dollars in repairs, watch until the end of the video to help your car run as smoothly as new. Part 1. MAP sensor, the divine eye of fuel regulation. To clean it properly, you need to understand what the MAP sensor does. MAP stands for Manifold Absolute Pressure. It measures the actual pressure inside the engine intake manifold. Imagine the engine is like a pair of lungs. When you step on the gas, the pressure changes, and this sensor tells the computer, or ECU, exactly how much air is being inducted. Inside this small plastic box is a thin membrane thinner than a strand of hair. This membrane is like an ear listening to the car's breath. When the car is idling, which is like when we are sleeping, the car breathes very lightly. This membrane vibrates only a tiny bit, and it sends a signal as small as 1 finger or 1 volt to tell the car that it is resting, so just give it a little fuel. When you floor the gas, which is like when we are in a race, the car breathes extremely hard. The membrane is pushed and curved upward, sending a large signal of 5 fingers or 5 volts to report that the car is running very fast, so feed it more energy and fuel. Because this membrane is so thin and sensitive, if you spray water too hard or use random soaps, the membrane will be damaged and fail immediately. If the silicon membrane is covered in carbon soot, it will report incorrectly, causing the car to drink gas or lose power. But remember, this membrane is extremely sensitive. It is designed to measure air, not to withstand high-pressure sprays or corrosive chemicals. That is why just one small mistake during cleaning is enough to ruin it forever. Part 2. Why doing it the wrong way kills the engine. Many people think if it is dirty, just spray it hard to clean it. But with a MAP sensor, enthusiasm combined with a lack of knowledge is a disaster. Here are 3 ways you can accidentally ruin your vehicle. Method 1. Using the wrong weapon or cleaning solution. The biggest mistake is using carb cleaner or brake cleaner. These substances are extremely corrosive. The silicon diaphragm inside the sensor, which is as thin as a hair, will be deformed or crumble the moment it makes contact. Consequence: the sensor might not die immediately, but it will report the wrong pressure. The ECU thinks the car is lacking air, so it sprays fuel indiscriminately into the combustion chamber. Method 2. Torture by high pressure. Many of you use high-pressure compressed air nozzles or spray the solution directly into the sensor hole. As mentioned in Part 1, the internal membrane can only withstand natural air pressure. A strong spray is like a direct punch that tears this membrane apart. Consequence: the sensor is permanently damaged. The engine will vibrate violently and completely lose its ability to maintain a steady idle or guarantee. Method 3. The nightmare of lean or rich fuel mixtures. This is when the engine is truly destroyed. When the MAP sensor fails due to incorrect cleaning. Too rich. Excess fuel that does not burn completely will leak into the crankcase and dilute the engine oil or burn out the catalytic converter, a component that costs as much as a month's salary. Too lean. The engine runs too hot, causing knocking. It can puncture pistons or break connecting rods in just a few miles of driving. Bottom line: you are not just breaking a $50 part, you are putting a $1,000 engine block at extreme risk if you do not follow the zero-risk process. Part 3. The zero-risk standard cleaning process. If you want your car to run smoothly without worrying about damage, here is the 4-step process that experts always follow. Step 1. Prepare the right weapons. Do not use whatever is available in storage. You need specialized solution. Look for mass airflow sensor cleaner or electronic cleaner. Their characteristic is being residue-free, meaning they evaporate extremely fast and leave no oil film. Expert secret: a bit of Vaseline or neutral grease. Step 2. Remove the sensor carefully. Disconnect. Gently press the tab on the electrical connector. If the connector is stiff due to age, use a flathead screwdriver to push it gently. Do not pull hard, or the plastic will break. Remove the bolt. Remove the securing bolt and gently wiggle the sensor out of the intake manifold. Tip for rusty bolts. If the bolt head is stripped, use a small saw blade to create a straight groove on the bolt head so it can be turned with a flathead screwdriver. Step 3. The zero-risk spraying technique. This is the most important step to avoid tearing the sensor membrane. Spray angle. Hold the sensor so that the pressure sensing hole faces downward. This helps dirt and solution flow out instead of pooling inside. Distance. Keep the spray nozzle at least 10 to 15 centimeters away from the sensor hole. Absolutely do not put the nozzle right against the hole. Light spray. Only 3 to 5 short sprays are needed. Let the solution dissolve the carbon soot and wash it away. Drying time. Let the sensor dry naturally for 15 to 20 minutes. Do not use a compressed air machine to blow into it, as that pressure will shatter the internal silicon membrane immediately. Step 4. The Vaseline tip before reinstallation. Before placing the sensor back into its original position, look at the small rubber O-ring at the base of the sensor. Remove the rubber gasket to check if the seal has become hardened. If it is hard, replace it with a new one. Apply a very thin layer of Vaseline around this gasket. Effect. Vaseline keeps the gasket soft and prevents it from cracking due to high temperatures. It also helps the sensor slide into place smoothly, ensuring a 100% airtight seal. A tiny gap here is enough to cause a vacuum leak, making the engine vibrate and shake. That is it. You have just performed the most professional maintenance process without spending even $10. Part 4. Post-cleaning inspection. Ensuring everything is perfect. After reinstalling, do not rush to start the engine and drive immediately. Spend 2 minutes to double-check using these 2 steps. Step 1. Smoke test. Preventing vacuum leaks. Instead of using manual soapy water, use a smoke machine to check for leaks. How to do it? Pump smoke into the intake system through a vacuum line. Result. If you see smoke leaking from the base of the MAP sensor, it means the rubber O-ring is not tight or is leaking. A small gap will cause the engine to vibrate and shake. If you see no smoke, your system is 100% airtight. Step 2. Observe engine revolutions, or RPM. Sit in the driver's seat and watch the tachometer needle. Good sign. The RPM needle must stay still at idle and not jump around. The engine sound should be smooth and steady without steering wheel vibration. When you press the gas pedal and release it, the needle must drop and stabilize immediately. If you find this video helpful and it makes you more confident in taking care of your car at home, please support me by click like so this video can reach more car owners. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss in-depth car repair tips that garages rarely reveal. Have you ever had trouble with a MAP sensor? Or do you have a better tip? Leave your comments below and I will answer them for you. Or